Okay, so this is the first example we're going to talk about of drainage patterns, and it is called a dendritic pattern. So dendritic simply describes the shape of this pattern, and there's several examples here. The key to the dendritic pattern is that it represents a underlying material that is consistent, uniform. As you guys are aware, we talked about how rivers erode away substrate, right, to create channels through abrasion and erosion. This dendritic patterns happens because there's no pre-existing weakness in any direction. So when you see this, you can surmise that the underlying geology is fairly consistent throughout the area. An important thing to notice when you're looking at these patterns is the direction of water flow, because it can be deceiving. If you look over to the right, you can see this dendritic pattern starts like the branches of a tree and then flows into the trunk of the stream, like is represented in some previous figures. Well, it's very important to recognize that the water is flowing towards the trunk and not away from the trunk. So it's all collecting, moving downhill. This photo of South Dakota is a really good example of it, and you should be able to tell that it goes from high points where the streams are starting and flows down to the trunk where all the water is congregating. So this is again the most common drainage pattern, and it is called dendritic.